Hey everybody, just me again. I'm still getting used to this. I'm still new to it. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep going. Um, I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out. If you're wondering why I show pictures of an aquarium and not my face, it's because nobody wants to see this thing, trust me. I'm the kind of guy who's got to put a stake around his neck to get his dogs to play with him. Anyway, I'm not sure what I want to talk about tonight. Maybe it's some of these people who, like, they're not celebrating Charlie's death, but they're definitely excusing it. Now, they're not saying they're excusing anything. That's not what they're not saying that. No, but it's always the, oh, political violence is wrong, and it's sad that he died, and that his kids don't have a dad, but he said this horrible thing, and that horrible thing, and this horrible thing, and that horrible thing. It's like, well, you're just trying to justify it. That's really what you're doing, is you're justifying it. And most of the things they're saying he said are either way out of context, or not even things he said. It doesn't make any sense to me. Charlie never advocated for stoning homosexuals. I don't know anybody that would. I mean, I'm sure there are people. Well, I know there are people that would, because there are places in the world where that's fine and that's legal. But I don't know anybody in the United States that would say that. It's ridiculous. But like, I have people in my own family like, oh, Charlie said this, and then when you call them out on it, and you tell them, like, and send them a polite message. Don't even do it publicly, but tell them, hey, this stuff you're saying is inaccurate and it's wrong. They don't take it down, they double down. They don't even respond to the message. No. Heaven forbid we respond to the message and show somebody who showed us the courtesy of not putting us on public blast. Heaven forbid we show them some courtesy and respect. No, we're just going to double down and keep going. And it's ridiculous. It's stupid. And they'll say they're not making excuses, or they say that they won't. They say they're not justifying it, but they certainly are. They're trampling on the memory of a good human being to justify their own self-loathing. That's just my opinion. These people hate themselves so much for their failures as human beings or as Christians, their own distortions of the Word of God, that they're demonizing this other man. Now, maybe there's something in the Bible I missed at some point, but I don't recall anywhere in the Bible where it said it's all right to talk trash about somebody after they die. I don't recall that being in the Bible anywhere. I don't recall that being a thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've been wrong plenty of times before. I'm not going to pretend like I'm the type of person who has memorized the entire Bible. Because I'm definitely not. I have read the good book, but God knows I don't remember every single thing I read. But this isn't the way I was raised as a Christian. This isn't the way I was brought up to believe things. This isn't stuff that I would have found acceptable. Now, plenty of so-called Christians on the left do think this is acceptable. Now, I don't even know how to approach that or react to that, because this isn't Christian behavior. It is certainly not. Now, any Christian walking around espousing hate for any group of people isn't very Christian either. But I never heard Charlie do that. Matter of fact, I heard Charlie say, "How can I hate that which I have a heart for?" I think that's the quote. How can I hate that which I have a heart for? That means that which I love. He was saying, I can't hate gay people or transgender people because I have love for them. Because that's what Christ taught. Christ taught us to have love for everyone. Now, have I been great at that in my life? I certainly have not. I'm far from a perfect individual. There aren't any of those. But I certainly, as I've gotten older in my life, tried to be better. I've tried to be a better person, be a better example. Because that's what we have to do. We have to be better. We have to set a better example. We have to be better people. We have to try to do that every single day. Now, a lot of people can't seem to do that. And there are people on the right and the left that can't seem to figure out that, for God's sakes, stop being a monster. It's not okay to hate. It's certainly not okay to celebrate the death of anyone or to excuse it unless it's somebody truly reprehensible who was deserving of death. Because I will freely admit, if Osama bin Laden was still alive and he died today, I would certainly celebrate that death. I would still pray for his soul. But I would certainly celebrate that the world didn't have to deal with that monster anymore. But I don't know how to reconcile these things sometimes. I really don't. I don't condone violence, especially not political violence in most cases, and I certainly don't believe in celebrating the death of somebody whose biggest crime was sharing their point of view. And it wasn't even a message of hate. Charlie shared a message of love. Yet people lie and misconstrue and, well, they tell falsehoods. They bear false witness to the life of Charlie Kirk, the things he said and the things he stood for. And that's unacceptable. It is certainly unacceptable. I think we need to be, and this isn't just to everybody on the right, this is to everybody on the right and left. We need to be better. We need to do better. We absolutely need to be better. We cannot walk around anymore and let our own biases, our own perspectives on other people put hate in our heart for them. If we're going to have those feelings for people, we have to reserve it for people who truly deserve it. Now, if you want to hate a pedophile, I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly happy with that. Child abusers. Hate them. That's fine. But because somebody's opinion is separate from yours, it's not a reason to have hate. It's a reason to pray for them. Debate them, argue with them. But don't hate them. Love your neighbor as yourself. Have love for them. We can't walk around this world wasting our time hating people. Yeah, look at that, one of the shrimp walking right in front of the camera. Those Neocaridina are hard at work. And, well, maybe I should end it there. Maybe I don't need to go into a rant about some people who work in fields aligned with the one I do that have said horrible things. I think I can get into that at another time. But try to get the love into your heart and the hate out. Let's be better. Let's do better. I am Christian. I am conservative. I will not be silent. I am Charlie Kirk.